Tonight on Cardinal Sports Live, we have men's baseball, women's softball, men's lacrosse, and track and field. Keep it tuned here, Cardinal Sports Live.
Watch it now.
Good evening and welcome to Cardinal Sports Live. I'm Katie Rothwine.
And I'm Jeff D.
Good evening, Jeff D. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I missed the show last night.
I know, we missed you too, but you know, McCusker did a good job, so.
Sean filled in well?
Yes,
he represented well?
Yeah, he did a good job, so.
And I see that I saw my job, so.
Yeah, you do. He didn't take over for you completely yet,
Okay.
so, but we'll have to
Yet.
see.
That
But-
gives me great confidence.
Nah,
That gives
maybe we'll
the
see.
yet in there give me just outstanding confidence.
I'm sorry to
But
hear
yes.
that. But we do have a packed full show tonight. We also have a track interview with.
Another track interview?
Yeah, we do. So they're doing well this season, so
They
we might
are.
as well just keep talking to them and keep wishing them luck.
Indeed. But
Yeah.
we got big news, big sports starting off is baseball. So
Yes.
we shall
You
jump
should
right into baseball.
Take that away
there.
then.
The men's baseball team is riding a hot streak right now, not only off the field, where for the first time in program history, they are in the top 30 rankings for Division III baseball, but also on the field. They are winners of their last 15 games in a row. The streak is now extended to 17 after the Cardinals swept a doubleheader versus SUNY Old Westbury last Saturday. In Game 1 of the Twin Bill, the Cardinals had to score twice in the ninth inning to erase what was at the time a 4-3 deficit. Danny Roser and Tori Bouye helped spur the comeback for the Cardinals. Roser tripled home the tying run, and then Bouye drove in Roser on a double to give the Cardinals the 5-4 victory. Pat Shaughnessy, along with Bouye, led the Cardinals in hits with 2 each. Dan Tracy picked up the win in relief for Plattsburgh, going 2 innings, allowing no hits. That was his 5th victory on the year. And in the second game, Plattsburgh got all of their offense with help from a sloppy defense played by SUNY Old Westbury. The Panthers committed 2 errors, which allowed the Cardinals to score 3 unearned runs en route to a 3-1 victory. Plattsburgh got off to a hot start when Anthony Presto led the game off with a double into the right field. After 2 quick outs, Donnie Coolidge stepped up to the plate and drove Presto in with a single to center. Pat Shaughnessy then brought Coolidge home when SUNY Old Westbury's right fielder dropped a ball, and Shaughnessy would later then score on a pass ball. Dan Tracy, who won Game 1 of the doubleheader, came back and pitched in Game 2, and get this, he pitched a complete game, which earned him his 6th victory on the season. Tracy pitched a complete game, as I said, allowed 1 run on 4 hits and a walk. The men's record now stands at 17-1 overall. So congratulations, and there you see the stats: 5-4 for Plattsburgh in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Dan Tracy with the win, 5-0 on the season, and then 3-1 there in the second game. 17-1 overall. That's 17 straight. That is a school record. So they are off to a great start and keeping it rolling.
Mm-hmm. They had a lot of doubleheaders because we were talking to Greg, I mean last Thursday, and he was saying he had all the doubleheaders, and then a lot of the softball team had a lot of doubleheaders as well.
On the schedule, it was just in parentheses DH.
Yeah. They're going to get tired, but so far they're proven to us that they can actually do it. So, but you have some more, so we'll jump right into that.
Quick little thing. The men's baseball team has again moved up in the Division III rankings. The Cardinals now sit at number 23 while sporting the 17-1 mark on the year. But then the Cardinals traveled to take on St. Lawrence and put their 23rd rank up for grabs and their 17-game winning streak on the line. The Cardinals came out of that game victorious, winning by the final of 11-4. The win streak is now a school best 18 in a row. So quick, showing that they are
11-4.
11-4.
That's terrific.
There was good amount of offense there, and showing that they are 23, and I'm sure they will move up even more in the rankings.
I'm sure, they'll keep on going. It's still just the beginning of the season, so I'm sure they'll just keep going up and up.
Funny note, they haven't had a home team yet.
Yeah, then, oh.
Don't know why.
Yeah.
But
our fields are waiting for them to come over here and
23
play.
in the country, let's go.
Yeah.
All right,
But we do have some softball, and again, back to back. Due to a solid week of rain, the Plattsburgh State softball team was forced to move its home open game against SUNYAC and North Country foe Potsdam to their to the Bears field. Potsdam routed the Cardinals in 5 innings to a 14-6 in Game 1. Meanwhile, darkness halted the conclusion of Game 2, which had the 2 games tied at 3-3 in the bottom of the 5th inning, with Plattsburgh up to bat, as it remained the designated home team for the games. The final inning was played on Tuesday. For the moment, Plattsburgh holds a 9-6 season record and a 0-1 in the SUNYAC. In Game 1, the Cardinals scored the first runs in the bottom of the 1st inning and took an early 2-0 lead after Ashley Napera knocked a 2 RBI single that plated Daniel Girgi and Nicole Dierme. The Bears answered back with a solid 4-run second inning, followed by 3 runs being scored in the 3rd. The designated visitors came out swinging in the top of the 4th and sent 7 more runners across the plate. Plattsburgh tried to rally in the bottom of the inning but came up short with only 3 runs, and Potsdam held on through the 5th for the run rule. So a sad victory there for the girls, but they have some more doubleheaders going, so we wish them luck, and we have more, and we'll continue on. The Plattsburgh State softball team split its 2-game series against Union Saturday afternoon on the Dutch women's home field. Union took Game 1 3-1, while the Cardinals took the second game 4-3. Ginny Sack pitched a complete game with 7 strikeouts and improving her record to a 7-2 in Game 1, while Ashley Marshall pitched 7 innings and struck out 7, but suffered the loss. However, Marshall earned the win in the second game after coming into the game in relief. Her record is now 6-2. Lauren Hoffman lifted the Dutch women to a victory in Game 1, batting 2 for 2 and drove in all 3 runs. Hoffman got the Dutch women started in the second inning when she hit a single to right field to drive in Ali Serene. Hoffman then broke a 1-1 tie in the bottom of the 4th when she hit a 2 RBI single to right field that gave the Dutch women a 3-1 lead. Danielle Girgi hit an RBI double to center field for the Cardinals that tied the game at 1 in the 3rd inning. Plattsburgh got a board in the 4th inning. Ashley Napera hit a RBI double to left center, and Corinne Gio hit an RBI single to make a 3-2 game. The Cardinals tied the game in the 5th inning when Erin Jamison reached home off a pickoff arrow. Wu hit a shot over the left center field fence to drive in the winning run in the 8th inning. For Plattsburgh, she once again has led the Cards in batting by going 2 for 4 at the plate, as did Jamison. Union hits the road to SUNY Oneonta on April 6th.
Lot of sports there for the women's softball team.
Yeah, and like the men, they were doing the same thing back to back. So hopefully they'll be continuing. And yes, there you see the final score. Plattsburgh not so lucky with a with a loss, but it's still the beginning.
Yep.
And then there's
the
end of the game.
Postponed due to darkness.
Yeah.
I think they'd have lights.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not like a soccer field that's lighted up by lights all the time. Baseball, if it's not a good
softball.
field, then they might not.
Maybe.
But there's softball, yeah.
Learn something
But
new every day.
and then there's the final score that was played. So Plattsburgh did end up winning 4-3 against Union.
Good.
So
Good
yep,
for the
and
women's
still
softball
same
team.
as the baseball team. They're right in the beginning of the season. So we'll continue to wish them luck and
Yes,
continue on their season.
but there was even more.
There is even more. Here we go.
All right.
The Plattsburgh State softball team had planned to finish the final inning in half of its second game against Potsdam at Potsdam at 2 p.m. before traveling down the road to take on St. Lawrence in a doubleheader beginning at 3:15 on Tuesday, April 6th. But due to weather forecasts, those games will have to wait another day. The Cardinals, who are 10-7 overall and 0-1 in the SUNYAC, will take on the Bears and Saints at the same scheduled time. But the games will now happen on, which will be today, Wednesday, April 7th. They did play today. We don't have the final scores that I did check. They weren't up yet.
Oh.
So, but I mean, even today was another rainy day. So, but now after 11-8, we're gonna leave that story for the next time.
Tricking us.
I know.
But here it is.
Here it is. Now 11-8 after splitting with the St. Lawrence Saints, the Plattsburgh State softball team is finding its footing after being routinely interrupted by the notorious spring weather in the North Country. The Cardinals won the first game of the doubleheader 5-3 and then fell on the second 3-6. Plattsburgh catcher had a huge day at the plate for the Cardinals, going 4 for 5 with 2 double, 3 runs batted in, and 1 walk. She also led the team with 11 putouts. Ashley Napera went 3 for 6, contributing to 2 runs and double to the mix. She was second on the team with 9 putouts at first, and Nicole Dierme records 4 assists from shortstop. Freshman hurler Ashley Marshall improved her record to a 7-2 after throwing a complete game in the first contest. Marshall allowed 7 hits, sat down 7 batters, walked 3, and was credited with 3 earned runs. Plattsburgh plated 3 of its 5 runs in the top of the first inning. The first 2 came with Napier and Juji scored on the double to center field by Amy Wu. Wu then scored directly afterward when Florkowitz hit a single to the left. Wu tripled in the 3rd inning to drive in Juji for the Cardinals' 4th run of the day, and then crossed the plate for a second time for the team's 5th and final run. In Game 2, it was St. Lawrence who scored first in the bottom of the 2nd inning and did not hear a reply from Plattsburgh until the top of the 4th when the Cardinals took a short-lived 3-1 lead. St. Lawrence tied things up in the bottom of the inning and then took the lead with 4 more runs in the bottom of the 5th. The game was all but won when Molly Swan crushed a solo shot over the left field fence in the bottom of the 6th for the Saints. And then Plattsburgh will take on SUNYAC foes, Potsdam, or Fredonia and Buffalo State this weekend.
Yes.
So
Well, that was a lot of reading. I'll let you catch
take a
your
break.
breath, and we will take a break here. But when we come back, we have our track interview with women's track runner Sarah Pope. Stay tuned.